Are your town centres a bit too peaceful? Do your citizens crave something with a little bit more spice? Well, you're in luck, because in this episode, we bring concerts to our city. This is episode 30 in Ashbury Dales. Welcome to Snapdragon Cities. So where do you find us? Well, you find us not too far from where we finished the last episode. So we can see here just in the corner the forestry industry that we built up over here. Still looking for some good name suggestions in the comments, so feel free to pop yours in there, either on this episode or the last, and we will name the forestry industry shortly. We've got this big open space here. Now, we're not too far from Oakerton. We're not too far from the fire in Oakerton and Loughborough here with our high-rise buildings and town centre over here. Also not too far from our motorway intersection, which we can see here. We've got a lot of space here that we're not doing very much with, and it's quite easy to access from lots of different places. We just haven't done anything with it. So I think this would be a fantastic place for us to put down the things from the concerts DLC. So a festival area in specific. Now, the festival area itself is actually quite small. So we can see here, it won't take up very much of this space at all. But I do often think when you put this down, like, yes, it takes up the space that it takes up here, but there's probably an awful lot more we could do with it as well. So we're going to spend some time on that. We've also got the broadcast building, the music club, and the fan zone park as well, which we can distribute across our city. But I think we can have some fun, first of all, integrating the festival area into this area. And so if we take a look from above, what we'll do, I will just change a couple of the roads in here, work on a road layout that gets us to a festival area somewhere in the middle of this, fix all the heights and lumps and bumps, and then come back and discuss with you what we will do next. Right, that'll get us started. So we've put a basic road layout in here, some car parking and a bus lane. Let's get in and take a look. So the festival area itself, again, just doesn't take up too much space. We've done a bit of work on the landscaping here. We can see we are struggling with coming down the hill. I'm not sure whether I'm going to enjoy that when we're finished or not. But this is in now and we'll be working. So we can see we've got a security budget. We've got Nesta, Lily LaRue and Elijah Moti coming in here. Let's see if we can get these ticket prices up. There we go. So we're on level 1 at the moment. Do we want to do an ad campaign? Yes, we'll do that. And premium studio. Okay, yeah, let's spend some money and get this working. So we'll get a bus route in here and we'll have this as a little bus drop off here. That might end up feeling too big, but that'll be fun. Lots of car parking in here. We've turned off car parking on every road nearby. So people should be forced to use this and then walk over. We've used country roads here to hopefully give more of a sort of festival walking vibe, though people can still drive on them. They just can't park on them. So a few bits to tidy up. Let's see what it looks like when we get all this at the same height. Yeah, it is a bit of a sharp drop off there. I think we're going to try and cope with it. Let's start with ways in. So we've done nothing really to decorate all of this on the way in. I think there would be something like a barrier on the way in from both sides here. I think this would be much more decorated. There would be commercial opportunities here that I'm sure would be taken advantage of. So let's spend a few moments decorating this area first, and then we'll put some thought to the festival area itself. Right, yeah, that'll do to get us started. So we've popped the entrance in here. You might recognise this actually from our office build. So we did a business park build that had this as the entrance. I'm not sure it's the best fit for what we're trying to do here, but it is the best fit of the assets that I have. And so there we go. I suspect something like a festival entrance barrier would be available on the Steam Workshop. Maybe if I get a chance, I will investigate. But for now, this is what we have. And I think it's going to be absolutely fine. Like, I don't think there's going to be any problems with it. It clearly is what it is. This bus area we've decorated a bit. We've got some trees in there, some bus shuttles, some ticket booths, and some kiosks. We've got the car parks, and we've tried to make these feel a bit more like they are protected. These assets do kind of float a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay, because when we zoom out, we can't tell. And if we look from above, it's impossible to tell. So maybe we'll just always look at this from this way. Pop some trees down, got another one of these entrances here. We did a fix to the road layout as well. We realised as we were building it that the car park where it was required people to cross the main road before they could get to the festival area. So we fixed that. We've put some paths in here so that they can walk to the festival area. Now, it's impossible for us to make it that people can't drive to the festival area, but we hopefully have made it less attractive to do so. Again, just by taking off parking everywhere is the main thing. I think we'll still see a lot of people driving here and around and making their way around the festival area that way. Right, and so now the real fun begins as we attempt to find an answer to the question, what else is in the festival area? So give me a few moments to work that out. I'll pop some things down around here, decorate it, try and have some fun in here as well, and see if we like what we've come up with when we're done. Oh yeah, I think we could start with this. Let's run the game. So we've done loads and loads and loads here. Let's see if we can talk you through. So centerpiece of this whole thing is a series of concentric circles. They're paths that people can walk on. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They'd have to walk through the bushes to get there, with some stones and trees in the center, nice and colourful, nice and strange. I don't know quite why this would be in a festival area, but it is, so we can celebrate it. Elsewhere, various different park and plaza assets. I've decided to go for a more middle class feel to this festival area. So plenty of toilets and restaurants and places to sit down and enjoy things, but no like tents and camping sites and things like that here. We will get to those, but we are not there yet. Lots of kids areas over here, so skate parks and carousels, bouncy castles and playgrounds, etc. Some more plazas, fences around the whole thing, trees and benches and colourful stuff everywhere. I think this would be a fantastic place to spend some time. What we'll do is we'll take a look at this from a few different angles, run the game for a minute and see what happens. In fact, how close are we to? Yeah, let's come back on the 19th of July and see if we can check in on the concert. So hold on a minute, Simon, what are we doing over in Whitehall? I can hear you say. Well, not only are we marvelling at the fantastic secondary school that we built here, thanks again to Joy for the challenge on Joy's Jewels to build a fantastic high school here. We've done a great job. We are looking at perhaps the longest piece of allocated unused space in our city. And so what I mean by that is very, very early on in the first or second episode, we identified this pier as a particularly interesting asset. We thought, well, we'll get to using that someday. We need to find a place for the festival area that goes with the concert area. Now, there are two ways to approach this, and I'm not sure which is best. We could put the fan zone park. Right, yeah, let's try that. So we'll get the game running. We'll see if that ends up attracting any visitors. But it seems fairly well integrated into there. Happy enough with that. Let's jump back to our festival area. We can see, is this concert still going on? Oh yeah, I had the game on pause while I was doing all of that, of course. So yes, this concert, this never-ending concert, entering its third week now, I think, is, well, they're still going strong. They are still loving it, and why wouldn't they be? Let's see what it takes. What does it take to level these things up? Well, so to level it up takes 6 concerts being played and a band popularity of at least 70. So we're at 54, and this is our first concert. I suspect, viewers, we are not going to get this to level 3. 18 concerts, each one is about 5.5 months apart. So that's going to be over 9 years of game time. So, okay. What we'll do, we'll at least get through this first concert and see how successful it was, and then have a think about what else there is for us to do. And there we go, all done. And so these people will now start pouring out. Look at this, they're off. Where are they off to? Well, they're off to all the other things, and they're off to take their cars and their RVs out of their pockets and head off and do all kinds of wonderful things. And why wouldn't they? Let's see if we can find out if that concert was a success. There we go. So Elijah managed to get a plus 16 popularity. That gets them to 70, which is exactly what we needed for there. So we've ticked that one off, and then we're 1 of 16 of the way through. So ticket sales income was 14,000. And that's against a 12,000 a week budget. That feels like that's going to be a bit too expensive. Oh, can we change the colour? Yeah, we can change the colour. What colour should we have? Let's go for a nice blue. Ah, lovely. Right, okay, so we have done everything but the Media Broadcast Building. So the Media Broadcast Building is a significant landmark, and it attracts people to see its impressive broadcast tower. Also increases the effectiveness of advertisement campaigns by 20%. Have we got space for this somewhere? How big is it? It's a giant building, isn't it? Where's a good place for this? Over in our office district? There we go, Media Broadcast Tower in. Let's keep the game running. So that should see a phenomenal increase in the success of our advertising campaigns. And people will flock to see its impressive broadcast tower, and how impressive it is as well. Look, would you come to see that? I don't know. I don't know how far I'd be willing to travel just to see that. Let's have a look. And if we're down at person height as well, which it sort of isn't, but yeah, I feel like I've seen more impressive things. Like it's just a big aerial, isn't it? Okay. Well, it is what it is. Of course, traffic's pretty bad around here, isn't it? Have these people all just come off the train? Is this train traffic? Let's take a look at it for a few minutes. Okay, so it seems like this is just a very busy train station. And so we get a lot of traffic. When the trains come in, we get a sudden increase in traffic. It tends to dissipate quite quickly from what we can see here. So that's fine. And actually, this building is quite popular. You know, we've got people flocking out the front of it here. I wonder what they're doing here. What are they hesitating for? Because if they're here to see the broadcast tower, I don't think they can see it from that angle, can they? So let's see. If you were chap with the white hat there and you looked up, well, you could just about see the top of it. Maybe. I'm very, very suspicious about the popularity of this building. I think something else might be going on in here. Let me know in the comments what you think might be going on in here. So back over to our slightly more subdued festival area. We can see this charming young lady here, Holly. Now, Holly, I was talking to Holly before, and she said that you have to subscribe to this channel. She said you have to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that will make sure that you stay up to date with everything that goes on here. I think that is an increase in the effectiveness of our advertisement campaigns. So thank God we placed the Media Broadcast Tower, else Holly would never have the chance to tell you that you need to subscribe to this channel. And there you have it, episode 30 of Ashbury Dales in the books, and what an episode it was. We've managed to pull together quite the concert area here, I think. We got lots of commercial stuff going on, lots of leisure stuff going on, lots of bright trees and big colourful areas, which makes it feel very Ashbury Dales as far as I'm concerned. So I really like how this has come together. If you've liked it too, then like the video. Once you've done that, leave a comment, let me know what you liked about it. Hit the subscribe button, do as Holly says, and make sure you hit the notification bell, stay up to date with everything that you do here. All that being said, thank you very much for spending your time with me. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care and goodbye.